Oh, thanks. Bill? Have you told your mother about us?
You mean about your shamelessly wanton behaviour even before breakfast?
Have you, though?
Well, do you think I could keep quiet about such an important event as our romance?
Quite easily.
Well, you're wrong. I wrote to her last week, actually. Met her back yesterday.
What did she say?
Oh, usual.
What's the usual?
Well, you know.
No, I don't know.
Well, good idea, hope we'd be happy, etc., etc.
Why are you being funny about it, then?
Funny? I'm not being funny.
Yes, you are. Sort of evasive. Come on, what does she really say?
Well, you can read it if you like. I've got it here. Actually, it'll make you laugh. You know what mothers are like.
I know what my mother's like. She drives me up the pole. Dear Bill, hope you're wearing the vest I sent you.
I am an only child.
Very surprised to hear your new lassie. Very shameful. Have to be very careful. Man in your position. Women who've been abandoned by their husbands often set out to trap someone to be a father to their children. Oh, flaming cheek.
More tea, dear?
Well, she's got completely the wrong idea about me.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was quite accurate. There I was, just an MG and a gold card to support, and along came this rampant mother of two.
But I wasn't abandoned. The divorce was my idea. Oh, I'm so cross I can hardly speak.
Well, there is some good news, then.
Well, why didn't you write to her and tell her that she got it all wrong about me? More to the point, what the hell did you tell her in the first place?
Faith, calm down. It doesn't matter.
But it does matter to me. If your mother thinks I'm some kind of fortune hunter with two ragged children clutched round my knees, how dare she imply that I set out to trap you?
I thought you could hardly speak.
I'm better now.
Listen, your family were pretty swift at giving me the once-over. Your mother's so nosy, if she came across St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, she'd steam it open.
Don't you bring my mother into this.
Why not? My mother's in it. Why shouldn't yours be?
Because it's irrelevant.
No, it isn't. Just because your mother's close enough to give me the vetting treatment in person. Of course, once she'd met me, she could see I was much too good for you. Are you going to be much longer? I said...
Bill, what's the matter?
One of your offspring is in the bathroom. I assume it is Hannah, as Jo only washes one knee a week. She's been in there for a fortnight.
Oh, come on, you're exaggerating.
OK, 10 days. I need a shave. I've got to get to work.
Right, I don't know what she's doing in there. Hannah, hurry up!
Morning, all. What's all the racket?
The racket's a lynch mob for you, Hannah. What are you doing in there? You've got a hand basin in your own room.
Well, the light's better in the bathroom for my makeup. I have to get my blushes subtle enough to break hearts on the 52 bus.
No jury in the land would convict me with provocation like that.
See you later, folks.
There you are, Bill. The coast's clear. You can perform your ablutions in peace. Oh, my God, I'm going to be late.
You're going to be late?
I just said that, Bill. Please, I've got to shower. I've got an early meeting at 8:30. Oh, come on, Bill. Let me squeeze in a quick shower. Then you can have the bathroom forever.
Get back!
Don't be so territorial.
I fought for this bathroom. You're not going to spring a surprise campaign at the last moment.
It's crucial.
It certainly is.
What's your thing,
It
Bill?
is my bathroom!
No, well, all right. Bath together.
What?
Bath together. Save time.
Please, my natural modesty
Oh,
forbids
come,
me.
Bill, please. Now, stop waffling. Don't tell me you've never bathed with a woman before.
Only my mother? You had a week's washing in there as well.
Bill, I haven't got time for the memoirs of your deprived childhood. Now, come on. You'll enjoy it.
These are the kind of smutty practices my mother warned me about.
That was a good idea, wasn't it?
Personally, I would have preferred a submarine or a little rubber ducky to play with.
You had something better.
You mean the female octopus?
We should do this every morning.
Sharing a bath in certain civilizations is tantamount to a betrothal.
Is that a proposal?
I don't know. Is it? Haven't been drinking anything, have I?
Only bath water.
So I can't be under the influence of alcohol.
What do you mean?
I think it's a great idea to get married, and I'm not even drunk.
Should I be flattered?
I think you should, actually.
Strangely, I'm not.
Are you free on Thursday?
What do you mean, this Thursday?
Yes, I do. We've got to stop messing about, Faith. Living half in your place, half in mine. Keeping 2 washing machines on the go, not to mention 2 mortgages.
Oh, you sweet old-fashioned romantic.
I think we should do it now. Well?
Well, trying to think of a reason why not.
What for?
Well, I need a bit of time to prepare myself. You know, lose a few pounds. Have a light perm, maybe?
You're perfect.
Am I?
Well, you do for now, anyway.
I knew an unqualified compliment was out of the question.
Let's get a special license, sneak off, and have a quiet wedding.
You mean just us and Hannah and Joe?
Yes. The dog?
Do you think we should?
Yes, I do. She's coming.
Who?
My mother. There's a special deal for pensioners, apparently, off-peak. And she's bringing my Auntie Betty.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Still, it could be worse.
How?
It'd have been last week Uncle Angus and his pipe band would have played at the wedding on their way back from a tour of Milton Keynes.
How disappointing.
My mother thought you were pregnant.
We only shared a bath. Hello? Hello, Prue. Oh, thank you very much. How did you know? Oh, yeah, Mum, right. Yeah, I suppose it is a bit sudden. No, I'm not pregnant. Oh, just a local restaurant near the registry office, I expect. Yes, probably Luigi's. Would you? You think Joanna and Bob would want to be there? Oh, how nice. Yes. Bye. Oh, dear. Looks as if our quiet wedding is turning into a bit of a knees-up. My first wedding was about as peaceful as Taylor and Burton's. How was yours?
Oh, we had Winchester Cathedral. Full choir, 14 bridesmaids. Liza had a full-length train and I had a full-sized overdraft. I hated it. My mother loved it.
Oh, your mother probably thinks we're not doing it properly this time, then.
Exactly. A wedding is not a wedding unless there's a groom's side, a bride's side, an order of service and 2 kinds of trifle.
Yes, and my family love any excuse for a get-together. The last time my mother organised a surprise fork buffet with fruit punch was to christen the double glazing. Bill and I have something to say.
Oh, no, not another one of your announcements.
Well, I wasn't aware that we burdened you with an announcement outbreak. Hannah, will you turn it down, please?
What is it this time?
Well, we're getting married.
Oh, about time.
What do you mean?
We're getting married for ages, Mum. We had this announcement, months ago.
Then it was all off.
Well, it's all on again now. Are you pleased for us?
Well, I'm quite pleased. At least I know what to call Bill now.
What's that?
Bill.
I'm going to call him my wicked stepfather.
Spend any more time in that bathroom and that will literally be true.
So when's the happy day?
Thursday.
Thursday? You're not pregnant, are you, Mum?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Hannah, of course I'm not.
Good, because that'd be really embarrassing.
I don't have to wear a suit, do I?
No, just something smart.
You don't want me for a bridesmaid, do you?
I can manage without that, thank you.
But I will need a new outfit. I mean, you won't want me letting you down in my tatty old clothes, will you?
Bill, do you need me for your best man?
Oh, well, that's a kind offer, Joe, but I've had my cousin Jamie foisted upon me.
OK, well, I'll be happy to give Mum away any time.
I'm touched, Joe.
Does that mean I can have Thursday off school?
Yes, I suppose it does.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, I can't wait to say I won't be in on Thursday because my mum's getting married. Amazing.
I'm glad you're both so thrilled for us. What did Luigi say?
He says it's fine for the reception on Thursday.
Neat. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, dear. You're sighing like a Barbara Cartland heroine.
I was just thinking about when we're married.
Well, don't. Close your eyes and think of Scotland.
Actually, I was thinking about furniture. You know that bit about, with all my worldly goods I thee endow?
I can just about remember it from last time.
Well, I'm not sure I want to be endowed with that decorated Victorian loo you use as a flower pot.
Go on.
All right, I will. I've never been very fond of your folding screen.
Oh, tell me why.
Well, part of the reason may be that it's covered in photos of Cliff Richard and the Shadows.
Well, that is part of my youth.
Well, so's acne and sideburns, but I'm not bringing them with me.
Are you sure? You'll hardly miss pears.
All I'm saying is, we may have a few problems amalgamating our effects.
Just make it sound like a funeral, not a wedding.
Well, we want to try and create a sort of coordinated design to the house when we move in together.
I see. And a lot of my junk has got to go. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, maybe not all yours. There may be one or two objets d'art of mine that you're not comfortable with. Oh, I can't imagine what.
Where can I start? All right. For one thing, I don't see the need for a pinball machine.
It's very colourful.
So's your poster of a large lady doing handstands. Don't really consider that good taste, do you?
Impeccable. Her grandfather was an Anglican bishop.
And while we're at it, you've got a lot of jolly rude books.
Did I tell you how much I dislike festoon blinds?
Several times.
It's but a small step from them to a spare toilet roll holder.
Seriously believe that I'm a spare toilet roll holder kind of person?
All I am saying is, you have brought to this relationship 2 used children and a dog with some very strange habits. Whereas, on the other hand, I have contributed bone-handled fish knives and a complete set of eagle annuals.
Of course. Put like that, I can see. You're a far more accomplished homemaker than one.
I may have taken a shine to you, but how can I live with someone with such mediocre taste?
Bill, you don't really think my possessions are mediocre, do you?
No, of course not. I'm not that good.
Mum, I'm just off to Barry's.
OK, you'll be back for dinner?
What are we having for dinner?
Well, I haven't got time to cook anything, so it'll have to be salad.
Well, Barry's having sausages, chips and beans. I'll eat there. See you
Joe,
later.
hang on a minute.
What now?
You like Bill, don't you?
He's all right.
Well, it's just I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this.
About what?
Me and Bill. I expect you've got a lot of questions.
No.
Well, it's just that after we're married, some things might be a bit different.
Like what?
Well, I don't know what specifically, Joe. I'm just trying to anticipate any questions or worries you might have.
Well, why?
Because I'm a sensitive, caring parent, damn it! Oh, get lost.
I've got one question, actually.
What is it?
When you're married, will I still have to put the bags out for the dustman?
Afternoon, Ray.
Bill, how are you?
You been watering the ale again, Raymond? This place is as empty as a whiskey bottle on New Year's Day. Talking of which, I'll have a small one.
She's letting you out in the daytime, then? There's hope for you yet?
I am no woman's plaything, Ray. My time is my own.
So you're back in the darts team?
Not exactly. I'm getting married.
I thought you were just going to live with her. Is she pregnant?
No!
Oh, she must be some catch if she's persuaded you to actually take the plunge after...
After Liza took me not only to the cleaners, but also the taxidermist, you mean?
She's a colourful woman, Liza.
She makes Joseph's dream coat look like a dirty Mac.
So what brings you back to Old Horns?
2 reasons. Firstly, I've got to pick up the divorce papers from the flat and prove to the registrar that although I married Liza, I'm better now. And secondly, I have 3/4 of an hour for my stag afternoon. I haven't got time for the stag night. Isn't Andy or Archie or Jim about?
They're falling like flies with this all-day opening, I'm afraid. I thought it might be good for business, but half the regulars are suffering from overindulgence. And the other half have spent all their housekeeping and are banned by their wives.
How about you then, Raymond?
Sorry, Bill. Ulcers worrying about the staff shortage. I'll join you in a Rennie's and Perry, eh?
How about the old boy over there, then?
Oh, it's up to you, mate. But I'll take you for a large rum and pep, get you into a game of high-stakes dominoes and clean you out. He's on his last warning for hustling my customers.
Well, he's hardly Paul Newman, is he? Oh, this is nice, isn't it, eh? Here's a man trying to celebrate the last hours of his freedom, and all he can find is an ulcerous landlord and a larcenous customer. Not much of a send-off, is it?
I tell you what, I'll put a cherry in my mineral water. Cheers.
Tell me again about the advantages of marriage, Ray.
Did I say there were any?
I want you.
Oh, don't be so thrusting. Whatever's the matter?
Liza, Where is the decree absolute?
The what?
The decree absolute, the bit of paper that unchained us. Where is it? I am getting married, and I went to the registrars with all the bits of paper that registrars need to see.
So?
Faith's decree absolute was amongst them. Mine was not. This will not do, he said. So where the hell is the absolute? Well, you must have it because I haven't.
Oh, but I haven't.
Well, then who has?
I mean, we haven't got one.
Liza, I let you divorce me because you said it would look better. Now, where is it?
Well, I didn't like to bother you with all the details, darling. I thought the divorce was just one of your little fads. I was sure you'd come back to me when you'd stopped sulking, and then you'd realise we were made for each other. Of course, now I realise I was wrong, and we've both found happiness with another.
Get to the point, Liza.
Well, that's why I didn't apply for the decree absolute.
You didn't apply for it? You mean we're not properly divorced?
Yes, I suppose I do, really. But I forgive you for seeing another woman. Well, you see, you have to send the decree nisi off to some dreary building, and it's all very sordid. And then eventually you get a piece of paper with absolute written on it. Well, it all seems so dreadfully boring and final.
It's supposed to be... It's supposed to be final. That's the idea. It needs to be final if you're planning to marry someone else.
Well, you've never mentioned it before.
I haven't wanted to get married before. It took years for the scars to heal.
It doesn't take long to get a decree absolute, just a few weeks.
A few weeks is too long.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't anticipate your sudden sprint into matrimony. Anyway, what's the hurry? Is she pregnant?
Bill, hi. I've just spoken to John in Florida. Well, he hasn't seen the kids for ages, so I thought it was a good opportunity to ring him with their news and, well, also to tell him about us getting married, you know, kind of etiquette for ex-husbands. He was quite good about it, actually. What's up? Had a hard day?
Terminal, I think.
Why? What's happened? Did you go to the registrars?
Yes.
And? Is Thursday okay?
Thursday is perfect.
Good.
I am not.
Well, talk sense, Bill.
I'm not exactly divorced.
What do you mean you're not exactly divorced? That's like saying you're nearly pregnant.
I didn't have the right papers. The registrar said it was the decree nisi. Liza didn't apply for the decree absolute.
Well, why didn't you?
Well, it didn't seem necessary at the time, and I just assumed that she had.
Well, can't we get one?
It takes time, apparently. I've got to apply for the absolute, prove that I haven't been living with Liza, get the declaration signed by a commissioner for oaths, appear in front of a judge so he can see if I'm lying or just a prat. Can't do it by tomorrow.
Do you like hospital food, Bill?
I realise that you'd like to kill me.
Do you have any idea how much?
I'm really, really sorry.
Let me just recap a moment. Tomorrow, I'm planning to marry a man who is not quite divorced. His family and my family are converging for this happy event. And my sister Prue has made a cake.
Oh, my God.
Who, he, it appears, cannot help either at such short notice.
I'm still working on it, Faith. I haven't given up.
Oh, your mother will be pleased. She's arriving at King's Cross in 3 hours.
Oh, there you are, Mrs. McGregor.
The waiters know we're not married, Bill. There's no point in pretending.
Just protecting your honour, my love, and you could get arrested for false pretences.
All we did was have the reception without the wedding.
I hate to tell you, but that is not normal.
But we had to go ahead. Your mother was on the train and my mother was on her 3rd gin and tonic.
I thought we had a perfectly good reason for cancelling the reception. The wedding was off.
Yeah, it's not good enough for my family. Once they've set their hearts on a bit of a knees up, nothing will stop them. Your mother's a bit of a goer, isn't she? For a teetotaler, I'd no idea she could sword dance, especially with the fish knives.
Joe told me in his best O-level voice that the cider was non-alcoholic. She'll be singing Kenneth McKellar's greatest hits any minute now.
Mum?
Hello, Joe. You enjoying yourself?
It's okay. There's not enough bread rolls.
We'll go and ask for some more.
Who's the twap in the frock?
That's not a twerp in a frock. Cousin Jamie is wearing the kilt. Many an Englishman has come to a gory end mocking the tartan.
He keeps falling on top of Aunt Prue.
Oh, does she appear to mind?
I don't think so. She puts her hand on his knee to stop him.
She always wanted to tour Scotland.
So I'm still, illegitimate, then?
No, you daft idiot. You were never illegitimate. You are just temporarily lacking a stepfather.
Bit of an own goal, eh, Bill? Getting the wrong bit of paper. Bet Mum gave you an earful.
Careful, careful. I'm not a hen-pecked husband yet, you know.
Joe, Mrs. McGregor's looking for the nice wee bairn with a bottle of apple juice. I think she means cider.
Go on, Joe. Do your duty.
Aye, the new...
Oh, no, we ought to tell you, she might be ill.
Nonsense, nonsense. She's never had so much fun in her life.
You're setting me a bad example, you two, carrying on like this, deceiving old ladies and accepting presents when you're not even married.
And you'll probably never get over it.
Any trouble I get into in the future will be directly related to this traumatic time in my life. Oh, look, pudding's arrived.
I'll see it hasn't affected her appetite.
Come on, we ought to go and cut the cake.
Now, hang on. I've got something to tell you. Wait, just a minute there. Thank you very much.
You've got another wife somewhere clutching a decree nisi.
No, I have cancelled the honeymoon.
Oh, great. Not content with the wedding.
I thought it was best.
Why? You shy about booking in under separate names?
I haven't finished yet.
You've got 6 kids in Dundee.
I got Hannah to phone her father in Florida and arrange for her and Joe to go out there tomorrow for 2 weeks. The dog is going into kennels.
Well, where are we going?
Nowhere. We are going to have 2 glorious weeks alone in an empty house. Silence, solitude, nobody asking for hamburgers or dinner money or walkies. We can drink champagne and dance all night.
Do you think we can?
Well, we can always lie in the morning.
I just hope we don't get bored.
I'll bring my Scrabble set.
Bill, I've got something to tell you, actually.
Oh, yes?
Well, I was going to keep it as a surprise and tell you when we were away, but now we're not going away, so...
What is it, then?
Well, I know it's a bit sudden. You'll probably say we should have talked it over properly between us.
Will I?
Well, it just felt like the right time.
It did?
Yes, it'll probably spoil your plans a bit, too. I mean, I know you wanted it to be just the 2 of us.
Up to a point.
Well, you see, I'm having... Well, I suppose technically, we're having...
Oh, that's wonderful. That's marvellous news.
The builder's in on Monday.
What?
Well, you said we needed a second bathroom.